you really want to increase your bench press, get comfy with bench. G'day mates! So, bench day today, chest day, best day. I'm going to take you through my entire warm up, what I do, and how I progress my bench to get to bigger numbers. People tend to overcomplicate it. It's one of the easiest ones to really try and simplify. Let's try and keep it as simple as possible. For the majority of people, there's only a few non-negotiables. The rest of the bench press is super flexible. You work in a new office, you get a new piece of software, you get a new tool, anything you want to work with. At first, it's alien, you don't know what you're doing. But as you start to use it more and more, you start to find shortcuts. You start to get confident and comfortable with it. The same goes with bench press. So here's a little challenge for you if you really want to start pushing up your bench press numbers. Try and bench 3+ times a week. So you're going to need to find a weight and a volume that you're comfortable with. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to run you through my entire warm-up to show you what I do. All right guys, I'm out of words, I'm out of talking. It's time to bite the bullet, get down to it. Step 1, and this is not negotiable. The bar must come to your chest. You must bring the bar to your sternum. And this isn't just some kind of elitist talk, this is a safety concern. Once that bar is on my chest, I'm safe as houses. It's got nowhere to go. I can't drop it, and I'm not suddenly going to find myself in a weaker position than I'm used to training at. Now you might say, but Cliff, I don't have that range of motion. I can't get the bar to my chest. Then stop. Stop trying to go heavier on the bench until you can get that shoulder mobility back. Work on your shoulder health, get your shoulder mobility back, and then start trying to progress that weight. This is because at the end of the day, you might convince me that you don't need to bring the bar all the way to your chest, but you won't convince gravity. And one day you are going to go too heavy on the bench, or you're going to get too tired, and that's the day that gravity is going to show you what that full range of motion is, and that's when you're risking that injury. The next thing to focus on, again, keeping it pretty simple, is I want our points of contact. I want our head to touch, our shoulders and traps to touch, I want our butt to touch, and I want our feet to touch. Not each other, I want them on the bench and the ground. So we want to have that stability there. And I really want to have a nice big arch in my back. The reason that I want to arch my back is that I'm keeping my lats engaged. And again, we're talking about safety here. If I can get my lats engaged in the bench press, it's like putting a seatbelt on for your shoulders. It's keeping your shoulders nice and safe. Once my lats are in, my shoulders are tucked in and secure. And this is another one you tend to hear people say, I don't bench anymore because I hurt my shoulders when I do it. Get your arch in, get your lats engaged, safe as houses. Now when it comes to a bench press, I've done my warm up, my shoulders are feeling pretty good. My warm up consists of going a light, comfortable weight, and going through that full range of motion. I'm priming my body for the move ahead. I'm making sure I don't have any niggles or feeling too sore. As I'm progressing through my warm-ups here, I'm just checking, how is my body feeling? What is my body feeling? If I'm feeling pain or I'm feeling tight, that will let me know I need to adjust my session. If I'm feeling okay, and it's just the regular pain that I always like to complain about anyway, I'm gonna keep continuing to go up. Now I've finished warming up. Next, I'm gonna pick a weight that I feel comfortable hitting at least 8 reps with. I'm gonna do a quick warm up at that weight, and then I'm gonna push that weight to close to failure. Now, as you get more comfortable with the exercise and you know your body more, you can push closer and closer to that failure line. But while you're still learning and while you're getting more confident and comfortable with it, give it a little bit of a wider berth. Now, I want to push this weight quite hard and I want to get close to that failure line. As you're getting more confident with your body and your technique and your form, you can get closer and closer to that line while you trust yourself. But as you're learning it, give yourself a wider berth. Make sure you've got someone there to spot you. As you can see, I'm not using a spotter today because I consider them gain stealing goblins, bicep curling chicks. But make sure you've got a spotter for yourself, or make sure you know how to handle yourself if you do get stuck. Nothing wrong with the roll of shame.
So Now we're at the heart of the bench session, and this is what will really get us the most effective results. Pick a weight that you know even on your worst day you will at least be able to get a single with, and start with a paused rep to make sure everything is feeling okay. Then, for the next sets, we're going to start adding reps. I like to go for doubles or singles, but like I say, the more practice you get, the easier it's going to be to feel out where your line of failure is. But if you need to, you can go for up to 4 reps, because that's going to give you more opportunity to find where that point of failure is without going over it. Okay guys, if you've got any questions at all, leave me a comment below. Otherwise, good luck on your bench press journey. I'll see you next time.